Good afternoon. Another interesting session of Zena Heart to Heart with Miss Nidhi Gambhir.
Hi,
Uh,
good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon. Who's an entrepreneur and a self-made person in the field of enterprising women. Plus, she is a person who works 24/7 without any breaks, which I've never seen her take a break. And being a mother, being a sister, being, you know, have maintaining all the relations and holding them strong with everybody is one of her unique qualities, which very few people have in this world at the moment. So she is a beautiful combination of the traditional and the modern. And in addition to that, she's also the additional general manager of Rise, a 5,000 crore plus company, where she is accommodating people from all regions, all parts of the world
Mm.
to come and live a lifestyle, enjoy their lifestyle of living. So I hand you over to Ms. Nidhi Gambhir, who will now tell you about herself and tell you about her work. Thank you, Nidhi. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ali Shanshaji. A very good evening. I would say sorry, a very good afternoon. Yes, I am a 53-year-old woman, and I believe age doesn't matter when you're active and you're working, and your mind is completely over to work. So, age can never be a barrier towards your life. I am staying in Gurgaon. I stay all alone, and I raised two daughters who I'm very proud of. One is staying in Australia and Canada. One is happily married and struggling on her own, and the other one is doing psychology honors, and she's also struggling on her own. So we three ladies are struggling on our own respectful life. But I would say to start with, life is really very beautiful. And we should also enjoy the challenges which are coming on our way. And being a single woman and a single mother now, very lately, my kids are very emotionally connected with me, and so am I. And we have been a big support to each other. This in terms of personal front. I have been working in this professional field for last 25 years as of now, till date, starting from a small work called Tupperware, where I used to, it was a multinational company where I used to just attend the kitties and sell to the ladies so that, they reach their kitchen with the right set of, boxes. Then I went to education sector and I had my own. I took the franchise of Abacus. I had my own Abacus center in Karol Bagh. I used to stay in Karol Bagh. I had been running that center since 3 years, and I was known. Was a prize-winning teacher at that time because all my kids were, prize winners when regarding this competition held on over Abacus. So, whatever work I do, if I talk about my personal nature, the only thing what I put inside is passion. I believe passion is the word that you should inculcate in whatever you're doing, whether it's on a professional front, whether it's on the personal front. And passion really leads to, giving 100% commitment to the work. It's not only on professional, but yes, over to the relations as well. So that is all what I'm having is passion. So I gave all my 100% heart and soul to the kids, at the time of competition and teaching them that they used to really touch my feet and say, we have met the best teacher of our life. And I got that award also. I was very fortunate at that time. 2009, we shifted in Gurgaon. That was again another challenge. But the only thing is today I would say I'm thankful to all the challenges which came my way because it was a big learning. And until unless you don't have learnings, so life becomes meaningless for you. So learnings are very, very important, and that you can only learn from challenges. Because if you're getting an easy life, then there's no learning. It is like only just living what has been given to you in a platter. When I was shifted to Gurgaon, I had my other challenges, my challenges regarding professional front because leaving, all the family, friends, and the society whom you know, you're grown up with, and making a new life, with new neighbors, new people, new society and all over again. But then it was also a good time because, again, if you're leading life with humanity, then things really turn out very good because that is another key word which is very important to live life. And shifting to Gurgaon made me come in this platform of real estate. If I talk about it, was like I had been working with a small company, broker company in real estate, where I learned about, what exactly the real estate means. Because for me, real estate was like, एक बार घर खरीद लो हो गया खत्म real estate. But that is not actually the real estate is all about. Either you buy a shop, जी मेरे को काम करना है, ब्रोकर को बोल दिया एक दुकान दिलवा दे किराए पे या एक दुकान खरीदनी है या एक घर दिला दे किराए पे या एक घर खरीदना है. So, but then real estate के अंदर कितना कुछ है, it is only when I stepped into this platform. Then I worked for TDI. I'm just that was all learning. I was paid for my learning, is what I can say. I worked in a company, then I was well paid for it, and plus my trainings also were going along with that. So I never paid for the learning, but I used to get paid. Is what again I would thank the universe that they had make me put in the situation where my learning never stopped. So, like now reaching up, like since 14 years being in a real estate platform, I am now working for Rise Infra Ventures. It's a number one broker company in Gurgaon because I'm just cutting everything very short as we would not be having much time. My intro should be short. I'm working for Rise Infra Ventures. It's a largest broker company in Gurgaon, and they have the sale of 4,000 CR. And our next target is to reach up to 5,000 CR in the financial year of 25-26. So we have 500 plus employees and four offices. If I talk about including Indian and domestic markets. We are basically not only, like selling properties, we are selling a concept of real estate. Is like now what I call concept as in case if I talk about Greece, I when I joined in this company, my main catch was that I want to have an international travel because in my entire life till age 52, I had not I have a virgin passport because I had so much of challenging life and a lot of responsibilities that I could not go for any international trips other than, yes, domestic. Of course, I have seen many areas of India, but then if I talk about the international regions. So the main catch was when I was interviewed, I was asked whether I would pick up the international market. And you know what? Real estate international market is another different platform. It is not similar to India at all. It was a big challenge for me and a good learning for me. But then I said I would go for it. For me, again, I said, the learning never stopped and life is a learning. And we should never close our doors of learning whatever age you carry. And age is not a barrier. So in my company, if I say all my employees age group is between, like 30 to 40. They're all youngsters who are working and I'm 52. So my only question at the time of my interview was, will you be able to cope up with the youngsters? I said my age will not be a barrier over work. And yes, I had always been, being compatible with the at least 10 to 15 years of age group younger to me. And I have the art of dealing with all age groups, whether they're younger or they're older. So, the mindset is that I'm very flexible and I get along in all kind of age groups, starting from my kids' age or, can go up to even the seniors. So that then like the our founder of the company, Mr. Sachin Gavri ji, they had taken my interview, and then the next only part was after seeing my resume that I have a big good hold over real estate. So and only the second thing what he said that there are three things what you have to take care of is the for our company while you're selling real estate. One is honesty. Honesty is not about that you are, uh, you are just stealing the contacts. But honesty says that you are selling any property to anybody with full of honesty, that you're not talking any lies and selling any project only just to make money, which is the biggest thing in real estate. We Honesty is the biggest key for a real estate because this is like people's money, where I believe it's somebody's dream, somebody's little bit of amount. If we use it, misuse it, and then the entire life they'll have this trust about the property to hame fali nahi. Like these kind of statements. Or second is he said then that's the timeline, that we have to be very punctual and we have to respect the time. So time is also the thing what the commitment what he asks for every employee when he takes the interview. And the third thing is that like when we are selling honesty and we are considering the timeline, and the third most important is that the trust what we have to build with the clients. So trust is the biggest thing I believe, because if we don't respect the trust, neither we can have relationships, neither in our professional front. I believe there is some day that we really have to face the consequences. So trust is the biggest thing what we have to cater. All these three important things which are being committed uh, with our founder. And believe me, my company is not selling anything other than honesty. Whether they are honest with even the channel partners they are working with, they are honest with the employees who are working with them, and they are honest with clients. So it is really very rare, I would say, and commendable that in 4 years you reach up to the level of 4,000 crores. It is commendable. Why? Because we don't have greed. We want everybody to grow with us. And I proudly could say that I'm working with rising provincials. Every employee over here is happy because the only thing what cheating can be done in broker company is the brokerage.
Yeah.
And yeah, brokerage is only the cheat what we can do. But all the brokers, some brokers, if I talk about who are doing B2B with us, the clients, when we promise them that we will, pass by the brokerage to you, we have earned all the honesty with them. So this is the best part of my company, and I have learned a lot. When I came to this real estate sector, I was still lacking a lot of knowledge because every day there are new developments which are coming up. Every day
Yeah.
new, yeah, areas which are being promoted. So you're always going to lack of information. But the kind of trainings they are giving to each and every employee about the projects is also commendable. So again, I'm in a school of real estate where every day the trainings are on. I am in the school of real estate where I believe I'm meeting those people who have formed a trust on me and have done multiple exchange of investment through me. Because once the trust is built, it's forever for life. Now, if I talk about the projects, what we are covering in this market, we are covering international market, like international, I would say Greece. As Greece, they are giving residency through real estate, so we are selling Greece. And if I talk about Dubai, because of high rentals, Dubai is a good market to do investments, so we are selling Dubai
Mhm.
along with the golden visa. So all the documentations are being done by us, and all the securities and safeties are being taken care by us. And if I talk about Goa, so Goa is again a very challenging place because people don't have trust that the paperwork is not complete over there. People are really being cheated regarding paperwork. So we are selling the projects where we have picked it up from the sellers. All the paperwork are complete, and then now we are selling with the full surety and guarantee. So what our company does not only sell properties where the paperwork is not sure. Because again, if I talk about in real estate, documentations are very important. And the second part of importance is the developers whom you're selling. So what we are channel partners to those developers, all A grade developers, I feel again where the money of the investors are safe. Thirdly is also we cater the locations. We are even are in the anybody who is investing as an end user who wants to buy for themselves, an investor who wants to save their money and have the benefits of rentals for their future, which we call as ROI. And thirdly, the trading of real estate who wants to, trade in real estate at the time of pre-launch prices and selling it again. We are in all kind of market. So real estate is the sector I believe is too vast today, and there's nothing above real estate. Once if you are in real estate, I believe everything becomes sees very lower to that. There's nothing more expensive than properties today as of now in terms of buying and selling. So this is a little bit about me as of now, Aliji. And in case if you have anything on particular questions to ask me, I'm here to answer you.
Tell me, are you involved in any construction projects besides
See, we are not doing.
directly involved?
So see, if I
How do you check the quality of construction projects?
so
Honesty is
we
one
are
thing, and when you sell a project, the buyer must be having certain questions about the construction material, the slabs, anything like that, and the whole quality, the water, the sewerage. There's so many things which come into this.
I'm
But
here to answer you all the questions on this.
but
If you're talking,
in a place like just in a place like Gurgaon, with MCG taking over various you know uh, properties and companies having their own what do you call maintenance companies within their own properties thing. You think that is wise, or we should leave everything to MCG? For instance, you stay in an M3M apartment and you feel that the power is taken care of, the water is taken care of, the security, and the what you call uh, sewerage conditions. Now, is it a better deal than buying your own house and constructing it, or what is the advantage? The
so
apartment
let's
and the
go
house.
one by one because you have, jumbled up so many questions and
Okay,
information. I believe there is
let's
no
start
match,
with
but
this.
still, no, no,
Uh,
but still, I would answer one by one because all these questions are in my mind
uh-huh.
and all these things are in my mind, so I can answer it because these are very common factors of every human being as an investor.
Uh,
There are two kind of investments. One is the high-rise apartments. The other is constructing yourself over the plot, right? And now, very lately, like there are builders who have come up and taken up their position over here by by the name of collaboration. They collaborate with the plot owners and then they do the construction and they sell it back to them in certain kind of parameters. What are we? We are broker company. We are broker company and channel partners to the developers. Now, those developers, as I mentioned, A grade developers means who has a history behind the back, like DLF.
Mhm.
Can you put up a question on DLF construction? Can you put up a question on Godrej construction? After the RERA has been introduced in the market, there are a lot many things where every developer really have to cater it. Prior to RERA, there were again a lot of things what were happening where people were really scared to invest their money. Will the project be timely completed? Will they be catering all the water, sewerage, and roads and all things like that? But if, as we say, we are channel partners to all the A grade developers, means that we are only channel partners to the developers who are coming under RERA and who are following all the points given by the RERA as per the construction, as per the timeline, and as per the delivery, as per the possession.
Mm.
Secondly, if I talk about plots, now the second sector is plots. You buy a plot. Now, what do we see in plots? Is the plot, I'm just saying, are the documents clean? Are there any cases going over this plot? What about the road? And after clearing those documents, we are selling plots. So we are not working with any individual private developers. Talking about me, my company, and real estate. As a team, we are not working with any private developers or builders. Of course, if we are selling build-up plots, it's through DLF. If we are selling plots, it's DLF. If we are selling commercial plots, it's DLF. If we are selling high-rise apartments, it's related to those A-grade developers like MR, Shobha, DLF, Godrej, Signature Global, M3M, all which is coming under RERA and which they are fulfilling the norms of RERA. If we are selling farmhouses, farmlands, then all the documentations has to be clean related to the water, sewerage, roads, electricity, even if we are selling raw lands. So these things are to be catered of. You cannot just, go and sell anything XYZ, not even knowing the background of a builder. So these things, what we cater. Otherwise, a lot of things are happening in the world is in terms of real estate. There are C-grade developers also who don't complete their projects on time. There are those kind of developers and builders who give a lot of commitments and promises. Still, they keep the money and then they don't refund it, return it, or give the project on time. And people, a lot of and millions of cases are going in the court. But till date, if I talk about, I'm not the one who is dealing with any disputed properties. I'm not the lawyer who's seeing the cases. I am only talking about what we are doing today.
Eh, that's fine. That's better because you sell a service. You're selling a service. You're selling a concept. You're showing them the pictures. You're showing them the sample, and the rest of the responsibility is the developer or the builders, not yours.
Yes, our responsibility is only to guide them well and make a matrix of the investment in a right way. That is our responsibility and give the services till the end, how much ever time they want us to serve them, so that they come back to us at the time of second investment also. That is why our clients are doing multiple investments through us.
Oh, that's lovely. So, Rise as such, does it possess any land by uh, its, in as a company of which
No,
it is? No.
we don't have our own projects that we are selling.
Okay. So you are mainly dealing with, developers or builders like M3M and Sals.
All A
Consul-
grade developers, all A grade. Yeah, who hold a place, marking, commitment in the market.
and quality.
Yes, of
Quality is
course.
very important.
Yes.
But of late, there's been a lot of, uh, discussions and anger about these, situation in Gurgaon, particularly in the monsoon, where roads get flooded And as you said, road is a very
I believe
important.
that happens in Delhi also. Delhi is the king of blockage.
Hmm, that happens.
So that's
But
everywhere. That's
Gurgaon,
everywhere. So yeah, but then that's I believe if I talk about the infrastructure of Gurgaon as
hmm,
compared with the other NCRs in Delhi, that's a very different topic, and I have the answers for that as well. Because the road blockage, I used to work for TTI. 5 years I worked there, but the reason of my leaving that company only was because of the road blockage that I used to travel there, and my half of the car was dipped in water at the time of monsoons. So the Delhi has a big challenge in terms
Delhi
of
has a
road
river.
blockage.
Delhi has a river. Haryana does not.
No, still whatever, but I face the challenges. And the best part of Gurgaon, if I compare with the other NCRs, Gurgaon is serving so many people in terms of MNC companies and in terms of commercial front.
Is it?
The growth in Gurgaon is much more just because all the commercial sectors are majorly over here in Gurgaon. All the NRI investors are investing in Gurgaon only because of the infrastructure on the commercial front.
I don't know.
The appreciation over here is 30% if you compare with all the other NCS. What are we going to do with the road if we don't have infrastructure on commercial front? Who are the neighbors of Noida? Who are the neighbors of Faridabad? But Gurgaon is serving everything to each and every candidate over here who's an investor.
Yeah, but with the beginning of Jaywar and
So you
multinationals.
talk about Dwarka Expressway. You talk about Dwarka Expressway. Yes, Zevar Airport is there. If you talk about Dalera, you talk about Zevar Airport. It's like, yes, investment done anywhere. It
Yeah.
depends where you're investing. I'm not telling you that if you're investing in Noida, your money will go waste. Only come and invest in Gurgaon. But
Hmm.
yes, as comparative, the appreciation market in Gurgaon is in double the price of Noida only because of the commercial front.
Okay.
Only because you can be served commercially over here, you cannot be served commercially in any of the other NCRs.
Oh, I see.
Because all the multinational company, they are in Gurgaon. That is why the infrastructure over here is really speeding up in a very, very short period of time.
Well, that's wonderful to know. But I don't know why, Samsung is in Noida and Oppo is in Noida and so is Vivo. They've
Huh,
been
that's
given
that's very
massive,
good. Yeah,
massive.
yeah. So Google is in Google, and if I talk about other MNC companies are like in Gurgaon, but are we sitting here to compare Noida and Gurgaon? Is this a
No,
challenge?
no,
What we I
no, no, no.
said, see,
We're
I'm
not
selling Noida
comparing.
also. I'm
We're
selling
not
Noida. If the Godrej is in Noida, I'm selling Godrej. I am selling all the A grade developers, whether they open up anywhere, whether they are
Mhm.
in Faridabad, they are in Noida, they are anywhere. So my basically sitting over here is not going against any place because for me real estate is important wherever my client is comfortable.
Bottom
If
line
my
is
client is
important.
my client is comfortable in Noida, for me Noida is number one.
Huh, huh, huh.
So we will talk the language of our client. We will not talk, I'm not here sitting here comparing the cities. I have
No, no,
nothing to
no.
do against Noida.
No, we were talking about MNCs. So I was just wondering because
So even if you talk about that, yes, somebody who's working for Samsung and wants to stay in Noida, I will find a house in Godrej for them and say, please stay there because your workplace is very much near. Why to travel from Gurgaon to Noida? And I will not pitch that person to stay in Gurgaon and work in Noida. I was
and
just
now,
talking about the comparison.
yeah, yeah, comparison. But now I think there's a lot of real estate activity happening in and around Jewar and
We
Dhankot.
are also selling. We are also selling like a company called Godrej. We are also selling in Noida. Any A grade developer who are in Noida, we are selling that also. So we are selling Dhulera, Gujarat, which is going to be developed after 10 years. We are selling that also.
Aurora is a nice place. I've seen that. I've been
Yes.
stayed there.
So what
Stayed
is our basic
near.
concept is not about, degrading or demarketing any of the city. Our concept is what we are selling, how we are catering. That
Are
is
you
more
selling
important.
by word of mouth? Are you selling through advertisement? Or are you selling through personal visits?
See,
what is the
we have a lot of clients who are coming by referrals also. Then we do our own digital marketing by on over this Facebook and Insta, Google. We are getting a lot of leads which are generated internationally and in a domestic market, and then we have our own IVR also which we float. So we are really spending a lot of money over marketing.
is that marketing? Unless you spend money on marketing, but tell me,
See, you know,
marketing?
having a sales of 4,000 CR is not just sitting and just waiting for somebody to come and knock our door and
No,
say we
no,
want
no, no,
this.
no, 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 no. Nothing
So
happens that way.
obviously we would be, yeah, we would
Nothing
be
happens.
obviously to
Nothing
reach
happens.
up to 4,000, we would be spending, you know, something for 8,000, expecting 8,000, and then we are reaching to 4,000, I believe. Because the marketing, how much ever the marketing is done, we get 50% out of it.
The more you add, the better
We have
rewards you
our own
get.
ways. We have our own ways.
The better rewards you get. So
Yeah,
tell
we
me
have our
now,
own ways.
have you got any disciples who are going to follow you in this industry? Any relatives, any friends, any people? Because nowadays, I mean, even if you have engineers or software developers working with you, it is a new concept. It's a new field of industry. Rise plus the engineers, because the engineers understand the land better, and the software
So we
engineers
don't
understand.
have anybody who's working for us. A resume really carries a good value. Whosoever is joining over here, as I said, they're all youngsters who are working for our company. And our owners, Mr. Sachin ji and Shantanu ji, are itself, you know, they started their career at the age of 25. Now they would be in 31 years of age, where they have, you know, they started with 10 people and now 500 people are working over here. So that's a big win-win situation.
Are they from
And
here, or are they from Maharashtra?
no, they are from Hisar. The background is
Okay,
not
okay,
from
okay.
here. So now, but then again, I would say there are multiple things they are catering related to real estate, which is very important. And all the educated youngsters are coming here, joining here. Whosoever is working for real estate would never, that is for sure, would not be comfortable working in any other company because if we give 10 hours in some work, or I would say 12 hours, the amount of income you can generate over here, you cannot anywhere else in any sector. So I would not say everybody, the entire world should be a real estate.
So what would
But
your average what would your average sales be per day? Any any idea about 100 crores,
I cannot
200 crores?
disclose on that.
No, no,
Neither do
don't.
I.
100 crores, 200
I
crores.
have no answer for that. That per
Uh,
daily basis, I would give you that what who's doing what and how much anybody is getting. But yes, on the papers, in media, in our Google, in our website, everywhere it is mentioned how many sales we'll do it annually. So we work annually.
Also, I work annually. But still, there must be some review anyhow. If it's confidential, I will not delve
Yeah,
into
it
it.
is because I believe we are not sitting here to audit.
No, no, it's not audit, but it's always adds
Yeah,
value.
yeah.
Adds
No
value.
worries. We
Adds
talk
value.
annually. We talk annually.
Adds value to the company
Yeah,
and
we
adds
talk
value to the.
annually because we really don't come to know me. You know, nobody would be knowing how much I'm doing on a daily basis. So I would not be knowing who's doing on a daily basis and what is the average over the regular basis as per the calendar every day.
There are
So
no
I believe
targets.
that
There are no targets.
yes, no, we have targets. We have our targets, but we have our own timeline. It's not every day the target is changed. The target is also given like quarterly or half yearly or yearly. So the target is never given on a daily basis.
It's flexible thing.
Yeah, quarterly, half yearly, or yearly. That is how the targets are given.
Okay, okay, that's nice. So, would you like to share something more about yourself as a person? And because I think you've told
Aditi,
us
there's
so.
so much I can talk about myself, obviously, because I have lived
And
53 years. So I have like, even if supposing
I have
I
I have one
started
complaint
in,
about you. I have one complaint.
yeah, please, please, please.
You're not 53. You're 35.
Well,
Forget the age.
थोड़ा बहुत तो
Age
झूठ
is
चलता ही है.
age
थोड़ा
is
बहुत तो झूठ चलता ही है. सो फिर थोड़ा
Age
बहुत
is
झूठ
just a
चलता
number,
अगर मैंने
and you don't
अगर
have
मैंने
to. You see, you add the experience, not the age. Age does not matter.
So I would say on this beautiful compliment, I would take it very gracefully and say
हाँ, हाँ.
कि थोड़ा बहुत झूठ चलता है अगर मैंने 35 को 53 बोल
नहीं,
दिया
मैंने
तो
मैंने
मैं
मैंने
माफी
बना दिया.
मांगती हूँ
इसलिए क्योंकि आप काफी देर से यही कह रही थी, तो मैंने कहा कि यार, अ, ऐसी कोई बात नहीं है. और सब अपना, आई मीन, सब अदाकार हैं और आते हैं अपना, कहते हैं, किरदार करके चले जाते हैं. तो
हम्म,
इसमें और जितना खूबसूरती से हो जाता है, उससे अच्छे और क्या बेहतरीन चाहिए, बात चाहिए. तो आई मीन, आई डोंट थिंक एज इज अ फैक्ट, यू नो दिस थिंग.
yeah,
अब जोरा,
age is nothing,
it's
you know what I
experience, experience, and the way you conduct yourself, and the way
so
you
if
conduct.
I Yeah, I very lately, by fortune, if I talk about if we have time, I want to exchange one experience of mine. And abhi very lately, when I was coming back from Mahakumbh, on the way, I got a call from a lady, and she said, Nidhi, I've got your number from Google. You're selling Greece. I want to know about Greece. I said, may I know your name? She says, I'm Deepthi from Mumbai. So I said, Dipti ji, see, I'm on the way back from Mahakum. I'm sitting in a bus. I'll save your number. And once I reach home, I will give you a call and I will explain you, give you all the, details about this project. What is Greece about?
Uh-huh.
Okay, ji. Then we hanged the call, disconnected. Now I came home. I was again, very busy in unpacking. It's something, happened by fortune, which is not forgettable in my life. I have a lot of experiences, beautiful experiences, but this is one of the latest experience which I would like to share. How fortune works at times. So when I came home, I forgot that there was a lady called Dipti who called me, and she wanted to speak to me and know about Greece. I was unpacking. I was tired because Mahakumbh, could be a very tired trip. It is not an enjoyable trip, but yes, one gets tired after going to Mahakumbh. So again, I got a call in the evening just after I reached after 1 hour, and she called me back again. She said, "Nidhi, are you free if I want you to talk to my nephew?" And I called you for Greece. I said, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll just save your number. I skipped out of my mind. Okay, I'll talk to your nephew." So I spoke to her nephew, and then I started talking about Greece. I started explaining about the project, residency documentation, how things are done, and everything. He says, "We'll get back to you." It was like you're clear with certain concept. Okay. And believe me, when I saved that lady's number, she turned out to be the film actress called Dipti Naval. I was shocked. I said, Dipti Naval is calling me. You know who Dipti Naval is, who used to do, who has done a lot of movies at the time of
uh,
Farooq and when we were young.
uh,
And I said, what is this, Dipti Naval? I called me second time and, how did she get my number? Then, 2, 3 days I had messaged her. And then fourth day I told her, ki, uh, I would like to meet you because I don't know whether, there would be some lady called Dipti and would have put Dipti Naval's DP. I still
uh,
couldn't believe my fortune. And then I said, कि वे, I want to meet you. कहते okay, Nidhi ji, what you do? She gave me a time in the morning and she said, let's meet over coffee and we'll sit and we'll talk about more about exploring Greece and then I'll do a little bit of my writing. I said, okay, fine, you share the location. On that day, when I drove down the entire way, she had called me to the Scenic Farms. The entire day when I was driving from Gurgaon to Scenic Farms, I said, मेरे साथ ऐसे नहीं हो सकता. Dipti Naval cannot call me. It could be somebody else. अंदर से feeling ही नहीं आई अपने ऊपर trust और acceptance ही नहीं हुई कि Dipti Naval had called. When I reached to that place, and I saw Dipti Naval waiting for me. And it was really Dipti Naval, a 75-year-old lady. So smart, so graceful, so happening. And in terms of happening, if I talk about, she's not a commercial actress that she would be wearing glitters and things like that. But I have learned. I when I see her, I say I've learned so much. Actually, knowing that what how to live life without seeing your age is the thing of it.
And that's
She
what I'm
is a
telling you.
writer. She is a writer. She is an artist. She draws. She writes. She acts. And you know what? She gives lectures. She plays role. अभी उनकी एक movie आई थी. She told me to see one in Amazon, Goldfish. She recently acted. And I swear, I had spent 4 days with her every day. 4 days. We had become like a family to each other. I
Mhm.
had the best time of my life with a lady who is so graceful, who is so energized, who doesn't have in her mind that now I'm 75. I like no, life is an end. I told her, I said, Dipti ji, you should make something for today's generation where they should know that there is so much to do in life. We actually have so much to do in our life, and I don't know for what we are wasting our time. God has really given one human life, and how much ever we can do is less for us. Life is so beautiful. And
All I
these
can
4 days,
say,
yeah,
I,
these four
I,
days were so remarkable. They were
uh,
so beautiful that I had time. I was feeling like I don't know what I have got. But then we had lunch, dinners together. We were shopping all around together. We had spent good quality time. Real estate was aside, but then there was so much we were talking, all intense, detailed topics we spoke upon. And I would say ki she's a good teacher who
uh,
can talk about how to live life.
हाँ भाई भाई
No,
उनका see for her it is तुमको देखा तो ये ख्याल आया जिंदगी धूप और घना साया
and she's a singer
और
also. Then she told me she
घना साया
sang Punjabi songs. There is nothing what she has not done in her life in terms of creativity, if I talk about.
do you
So
sing do you sing
I no, I don't sing
mm.
because I can sing if the lyrics are there, but
हाँ
because I don't remember lyrics, so I have not done any karaoke for myself.
गुनगुनाती तो होगी
हाँ, गुनगुनाती हूँ जैसे कुछ अगर कोई गाना चल रहा है तो साथ साथ गुनगुना लेते हैं और मस्ती में रहते हैं, अपने धुन में रहते हैं, जिंदगी खुद ही
हम
एक
नहीं हम यही चाहते हैं कि आप मस्ती में रहें खुश रहें और काम होता रहे and I mean what I've learned from you today is something remarkable which I will put in my life of experiences also and I hope whenever we meet again we I you will not talk about
I will not talk about.
age
Oh,
you
no,
will
no,
talk
no.
about you will talk about growth
There is no age, Ali ji. There is no age.
there's no
You
age
live life till you die, right? Life is all about living till you die.
ah,
There is
ah,
no number of age. No, no, not
हाँ
at
तो
all.
नंबर
Life
नहीं
is all about living till you are alive. That is what life is
हाँ
all about. Live
हाँ
till you are alive. The moment you are dead, there is no life. Death
जिंदा
only.
दिली होनी चाहिए
So life is all about till you live, till you are alive. I would say,
हाँ and you have to keep yourself like that
yeah.
I mean you've come a long way I salute you
No, thank you so
I
much.
salute you
We all had our own challenges. I believe we all had our challenges. And कहते हैं ना कि जो challenges करते करते चल पड़ा वो जीत गया. तो
हाँ
हार नहीं माननी है
हाँ
जिंदगी में. बस ये है हार नहीं माननी है. जिंदगी बहुत खूबसूरत है. हम यहाँ जीने और सीखने दोनों आए हैं. और हमें
हम्म,
हंसते हंसते जीना भी है, हंसते हंसते सीखना भी है. ऐसा नहीं है मेरे अंदर इमोशंस नहीं है. मैं भी रोती हूँ. पर मैं खाली एक ही जगह रोती हूँ वो है अपने रब के आगे, otherwise
नहीं,
because I have emotions also.
वो जरूरी
I
भी है,
have my emotions, but
जरूरी
I
भी है।
believe tears too has to be taken out only at the right place, and that is our creator. The one who has created you
हाँ,
can only see your other all emotions.
वो कहते हैं कि रोने वालों को कह दो कि उनका रोना भी रो ले, रोने
Hmm.
वालों को कह दो उनका रोना भी रो ले, जिनके मजबूरी हालात ने रोने ना दिया।
Hmm.
तो आप खुश रहें और बुलंद रहें, और हमारी यही
Thank
दुआएं
you,
हैं।
Anil.
और
Thank you,
आई थैंक
Anil.
यू सो
God
आई थैंक
bless
यू सो
you.
मच फॉर योर टाइम, एंड इट वाज अ प्लेजर हैविंग यू हियर। टेक
Thank you,
केयर,
Anil. Thank you
एंड
so much.
my best regards to your children. I think I've met one of your daughters.
Yeah.
अब वो कहाँ पे है? ऑस्ट्रेलिया है क्या?
Canada. Canada.
Give her my regards, and जो भी हो, let's hope we can meet again, and you know कुछ गुफ्तगू हो जाए।
Thank you, Aliji. Thank you for all the respect, love, warmth, and everything. And I wish to meet you because it's always nice meeting you. You're the most
हाँ,
warm person I have met through Zena. I thank Zena also who made us connected. And I'm thanking Zena to make me part of this family.
चलो, take care, God bless, and
Thank you.
see you soon.